Yeah, I just had two words for our team after the game. The first word was distractions. You're not going to be successful when you have distractions going on off the court, and that actually permeates and carries on the court. And I just thought the second thing was just the energy. I thought Jacksonville State had some local guys that were here. And I thought that kind of was a situation where that energy that those three guys want to come into a local area and prove that they're good basketball players, and probably prove that they should have been recruited and played here at Southeast Missouri State. And I thought that kind of resonated through the rest of their team, and I thought they came out with much more energy than we had because of those reasons.
Distractions, is that just like everyday stuff? Is it Antonius being out? What are you
Well, it's just a culmination of things. It's
Mm-hmm.
just like the three guys that we had to sit out for a violation of team rules, and probably those guys' heads are not right where they need to be at. Antonius being out, so those things like that. When you have supreme talent, you can deal with distractions, but when you don't have supreme talent, you can't deal with distractions.
Okay. You mentioned the energy obviously was lacking, but what else? Is there anything you can point to in this game that really stands out to you as being the difference, or is it just kind of those loose ball plays, the rebound, effort plays on rebounds?
Well, it's not just the effort plays, but I mean our inability to attack the paint and finish continues to be a problem, and obviously not having your best player that's there to do that. He's our best guy getting into the paint. He's our best guy finishing at the rim. And so when you're playing a team like that that forces you to make individual plays, it becomes hard. We just don't have a lot of guys that can create and generate their own offense.
Tony Anderson, maybe a little bit of a bright spot. He's had career highs the past 3 games. What have you seen kind of him improvement-wise?
Well, I think it boils down to just one thing, his shot selection.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's done a much better job of figuring out what's the difference between a good shot and a bad shot. If you look at his field goal percentage, he was 5 of 6 from the field today. He's getting to the free throw line. So I think now he understands when he can generate his own offense. And, the fact that he's getting to the free throw line, I think in his last game he got to the free throw line 8 times. I can't remember if he got to the free throw line this time, 6 times, made all his free throws. So you can see he's doing things that more of a typical big man as far as like using his size to his advantage to get to the free throw line. But then also the fact that he's got a good touch from 15 feet, 17 feet, you see he has the ability to make a 3. But I think his maturation as far as like understanding the difference between a good shot and a bad shot and not trying to generate his own offense has really helped him mature.
And then, how are the guys kind of handling this? I know it's got to be kind of a frustrating time, but how do you think they're handling things so far?
Well, when it's all said and done, success doesn't define you. It's all about like when you go through your trials and tribulations, how do you respond to that? So that yet to see how we respond to the trials and tribulations that we've gone through. We knew that this was going to be a difficult year because we just don't have the personnel as far as like the experience to come in. What our team was role players is trying to like move up to being the alpha dog. And so we've been unsuccessful at that at this point in time. So I think guys are starting to understand the difference between being a guy who's a role guy that's at the bottom of the scouting report to raising up and being that guy who's at the top of the scouting report. It's a huge difference. And we got to figure out a way for our guys to get better and handle that.